Hi everyone, my name is Valentina and today I will present you my project, Analysis of Investing in Technology Startups in Colombia. In this first stage, we have developed a model to analyze the performance and volatility of these investments. And throughout the presentation, we will explore the objective of the project, the methodology used, and the results obtained so far. I hope you enjoyed. So here in this presentation, we have seven sections. The first one is introduction, the project of objective is the second one, the third one is the methodology, the fourth one is data generation, the other one, calculated metrics, results visualization, and the final one, initial conclusion on this first capstone. So here in the introduction, we have that investing in Colombia in technology startups has grown significantly in recent years. However, investing in this sector involves like risk and requires careful analysis. This project has seeks to evaluate the financial performance of technology startups through simulations and in order to provide useful tools for investing decision making. Okay, here in our project objectives, to structure this analysis, we set our three main objectives. The first one is to analyze the return or invested, that the name is ROI, of technology startups here in Colombia, evaluating their profitability. The second one is to calculate the volatility and average return in order to measure the risk and stability of these investments. And the final one, like about the most important is to use simulate data to develop an initial model, which in future phases will be complemented with real baking data. Okay, here in the methodology, we start to see like the code of the project, how to use um, the knowledge that we acquire in the course. So the use of NumPy, is so important because NumPy allow us to generate and manipulate simulated data efficiently. And at the same time, here in the other side, you can see that the generation of simulated data allow us to create a data set of 10 startups with random annual returns between 20 and 50% for 5 years. And we have another that is justification for the use of simulate data. Why we do that? Because if was used at first science, it allowed us to validate the model before working with real data. Because it is flexible and can be adjusted to different scenarios, and it facilitates the detection of partners and trends without relying on confidential or stricter information. So you can see here is a part of the code. So, the calculation of metrics will analyze ROI, average return and volatility of each startup, and can be seen like in the presentation in the code. And the visualization of the results, we create bar charts with error bars to represent the volatility and returns obtained. That is in the next step. But to understand this well, I'm going to explain it. So, first one, in first step, I'm insurance that NumPy is tailored. For the data simulation, we took the annual investment returns in different startups in Colombia. In this first step, we generate a matrix of random returns to simulate investments in a portfolio of 10 technologies startups over 5 years based on a Colombian context. The next step is that the data can be adjusted with information from entities such as Banco de la República, um, or the Financial Superintendence of Colombia, we generate a matrix of random returns between 20 and 50%, and we calculate the metrics that you can see here. To calculate the metrics, we take in account the average return per start put, the volatility per start put, like the standard deviation, and the cumulative ROI per start put. Um, After taking account this data, we do the visualization of the data to take the results. Okay, here in the section of data generation, we work with 10 technological startups and generate 5 years of investment data. Um, the values are like in range of 20 to 50% that I said before, based on general industry benchmarks. That in addition, the model was designed so that the parameters can be adjusted for information provided by Colombian financial institutions. That we don't have a problem with that. Okay, here in the calculated metrics, from the data generated, we calculate three key metrics. Average return, which tell us the average probability of each startup. That you can see, we use that code. The yellow one was the result for the average return. We evaluate the volatility. There is the orange color that shows us how stable of risk the investment is. And the final one in blue color was the cumulative ROI that represents the total profit obtained in the period analyzed. And we had the result. Okay, here in the result visualization, to present this calculation, we use a bar chart where each bar shows the average ROI of each startup. That you can see that. Will the error lines reflect the volatility of the returns? This allows us to easy compare which startups are more profitability and which present like make a risk or generate a risk for the person who is going to invest that. And final, we have the initial conclusions in this first capstone. From this analysis, we draw several important conclusions. Are three the most important. Some startups show a possibility, like a possible and a positive stable ROI, indicating promising investment opportunities. The second one is that others show highly volatility, which implies higher risks for investors. So we have to evaluate each startup. And the third one, it is crucial to consider both return and volatility when making investment decisions. Because if you choose the bad one, you're going to lose. That was my presentation. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.